What's going on, everybody? It's Rocky in real time, and today I'm going to take you through my little weekend trip with my wife to Porto de Galinhas, which is a small city just outside of Recife in Pernambuco. We spent the weekend there, and we tried to do as much as we can that small weekend before we headed to Recife. And I see a lot of people make videos about Recife, but not a lot of people, especially foreigners, know about Porto de Galinhas. And I just wanted to take you there because it's like a nice, quaint, very small beach town, and the vibes are pretty cool. It's colorful, it's charming, everything you'd expect of a nice little coastal Brazilian city. And I just wanted to show you real quick what you can do there with a weekend, and what we did there with a weekend. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let me take you there. All right, so we got to the airport. We were almost late, but God is good. So we made our flight, and everything was smooth sailing on the flight. Not a lot of people were flying today, so our flight was pretty empty. Boarded pretty quick. We had some nice views on the way there. This is a nice little shot of us landing in Recife. So we're about to land. This is what it looks like from above, like 3,000 miles in the sky, or however high we were. And yeah, that was cool. So fast forward, we get to the airport. Everything is colorful and vibrant because it's a week before Carnival, so you could kind of sense the atmosphere and sense the vibe. Picking up my suitcase and everything. And by the way, I'm gonna link a link in the description for my travel backpack because it can literally fit everything, and I just love taking it places. The only reason I really needed the suitcase is for my extra screens, which I got a workaround for that. I got these little pull-out, flap-out things for my laptop, so I don't have to carry my screens everywhere. So yeah. Then we had to find like a taxi, which pretty much drove us south an hour to Porto de Galinhas. We shared the taxi with another couple that was on their way there too. The ride was smooth and pretty quiet, pretty empty highway. We only had to pay a single toll on our way there, which is like pretty much $1 or equivalent of $1 or so. I forget how much it was. And then we checked into our Airbnb around like 11 p.m. or so, because we had a late flight. And it was a little bit delayed, but we got there. And then we got into the Airbnb. It was nice, spacious. It was chic. Had a sort of minimal sort of vibe to it. Everything was new countertops, new appliances, new everything. I think we were like the third or fourth people to stay there. And, I like that a lot as well. And then this balcony area, I worked here a lot for the weekend because you had some nice views. We had some free complimentary drinks, and it's like a little bar area, an outside area with a sink. So if you come with your peoples, you can just definitely kick it there and then go out into the city and do a bunch of other stuff. On that side was a lake. I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime, but the views were just like nice, like surrounding you. And then on that side was the beach. The beach is very, very close. And then this was the main road on that side. But yeah, I worked there a lot. And so let me take you to the other parts of the house. Let's fast forward this a bit. And yeah, we see this room. We pretty much just use this to store our stuff, like our suitcases and clothes and whatnot. And then we had the bathroom, which was pretty new. Like I said, everything in the house is new. I like staying in these spots like this. And we had a nice little room to ourselves as well, which is with its own sort of private bathroom as well, which is pretty much like the first one, knew everything. Here's me struggling to look for the lights. But other than that, we just had a nice little night to ourselves and just slept because we got in pretty late. And we couldn't really do anything else after that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the house. And the next morning, my wife got up early and cooked breakfast and lunch because she's amazing. This is her cooking rice and chicken and meat, blowing me a kiss. Love you too, babe. Wife is cooking lunch. What are you making?
I don't know exactly. I'm making chicken and meat and rice.
No, you said you're making chicken, meat, and rice
Yes.
in like Hispanic or Spanish-speaking countries, like in Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, all these places, they call it arroz con pollos, like rice and chicken.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, but arroz con pollos, I know. Pollos is It's chicken, but I don't know the name for meat. You know the name for meat?
In Spanish, no.
Me too. I don't know.
All right, so after that, we ate breakfast and I started my work a little bit. And I started to work outside because, again, like I said, the views are pretty cool. And let me show you, that is the direction in which the beach was at. Let it focus a little bit. And there's a lake on the other side, and that's the main road, like I said. So, yeah. After that, I forgot my toothbrush, so we had to walk all the way to the supermarket. It was only like a 10-minute walk, so it wasn't that bad. And we passed this cool skate park on the way. Yeah, this dude was doing some tricks. I missed all of them though. So here's him going down the ramp, trying to do something. But I saw a couple other kids there as well, and I thought that was cool. Got a little nice skate park for the youngins. All right, so yeah, we got to the supermarket. Pretty standard supermarket. Have everything you could possibly need. Got my toothbrush. Bada bing, bada boom. Picked up some fruits and some other stuff as well. Got me a nice little Mosey beer because these things are awesome. Love them. I picked up like 4. Then I started to work when I got home. I had a meeting like almost immediately when I got home, but it was only a 10-minute walk, so didn't really miss it or anything. Wasn't really late. Got there just in time. And this is one of the beauties of remote work because you have control over your location. Like, I mean, look at me. I'm in a small town in Brazil and like I've got the beach down the street from me. And if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check out my video on how to be a 6-figure remote expat. I go over a lot of things that can help you, steer you in the right direction of, what career paths allow you to work remote and what skills and which websites and other things, and there's a bunch of resources in that video. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel because there is a part 2 of that video that's coming out soon. I couldn't fit everything into like a 1 hour or so video, so yeah, look out for that. All right, so after that we walked behind the house, and yeah, there was a little trail that led to the beach. And on that beach, it stretched on for quite a long time. It was like a few miles actually on either side. So we had all this beach behind us, which I thought was pretty cool because at any point in time we could just walk to the beach, it was right there. So I love that about the place. And we just kind of walked on the beach and just watched the waves, watched some people surf, and just walked along the beach and ate a few snacks. Sat, chilled, it was a nice little vibe on the beach, so definitely like that a lot.
Beautiful.
All right, so here's some fun facts about Porto de Galinhas. It was a sleepy fishing town located in the northeastern state of Pernambuco, where we are, just an hour south of Recife. And, it was a very, very small town just about 20 years ago, but now it's transformed into one of Brazil's most popular beach destinations. And the town is known for its stunning palm-fringed beaches with light-colored sands, and these sands stretch on for miles. A lot of beaches here, and they stretch on for a very long time. The name Porto de Galinhas comes from the period between 1853 and 1888 when ships would disguise their human cargo as crates of chickens, galinhas in Portuguese, as the trade of enslaved people was illegal, even though the ownership of slaves was still legal. You just couldn't trade them back then during this period. But now, today, Porto de Galinhas boasts several large resorts, hotels, and all of these are strung along the Praia Muro Alto and the Praia do Cupi, both located in the north of the town center. And definitely during the holidays, the beaches are filled with dense, festive crowds. But despite the influx of tourists, some village ambiance and that small beach town aesthetic has still been preserved by pedestrianizing the few streets that make up the town center. So the visitors, when they come here, they can enjoy an authentic beachside dining experience at one of the restaurants that opens directly on the beach. And in addition to all these stunning beaches, the town has all these other rich cultural things to explore, like visiting the museums, taking a boat tour to the nearby mangroves, or just exploring many of the shops with handmade It's all these handmade things and boutiques and stuff like that. So definitely check out Porto de Galinhas. It's a really great town, and I'm definitely coming back here soon. All right, so after the beach, we headed back home, but on the way, we went to some shops and picked up a few things. I got home and I took a little swim. Yeah, I know my form is terrible. But after that, I needed to finish up some work so I could be free for the next day because we had activities planned and I just didn't want to be stuck working. So I had to finish up some work. But I thought that after that, we should just spend some time together and go to a restaurant. She was pretty excited. You could tell. Hey, look at that smile. Um, and after that, we got to the city center where there's this place called the Ruas das Sombrinhas. And you can see all those umbrellas on the top. Those are sombrinhas. And it looks pretty awesome and colorful in the daytime. So I'd recommend going in the daytime. And there's a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, a lot of nightlife here. We decided to stop at this one restaurant. I forget the name, but there's a trillion out there on the strip in the city center. And we just picked one that had like a lot of options, like 4 or 5 restaurants in one. And I think we settled on pasta. We got some pasta and some chicken, and we had a nice little meal there. I'm not really into this whole influencer culture like that, so I didn't really record everything. But trust that the meal was good. And we went back home and chilled. All right, so the next day was pretty cool. We got up early and we got went to the beach because we had booked some, reservations to go scuba diving. So I thought that was pretty fun. She had never gone before, so she was excited as well. And yeah, you can see the crystal clear water over there. And we boarded a boat, and the boat took us just a little offshore, like not even that far, like I think about like 600-700 yards or so. But it was pretty cool because like even out there, the water was still super crystal clear, and you can see a lot of like the crustaceans and wildlife and all that stuff literally right around the boat. There's like literally little tiny crabs crawling on a boat and all that other stuff, and all these exotic fishes right under us. So that was pretty cool. And we went with the tour group, and they pushed us out and rowed us out just a little ways outshore. And the view of all the boats and the crystal clear water and the sandy beaches was just really marvelous, and I loved that, and I soaked it all in. It was a great view. Yeah, so they strapped this really heavy weight-like thing to me. I think it's supposed to help you stay underwater, and there's like a little gear or button that helps it release pressure. But it gets lighter on your body once you're in water, so that's not too bad. And the rest of this is just basically our scuba diving videos, because they take videos of you with their GoPro and then they email it to you the next day. But that's like a little bit more expensive. But all in all, it's like I think it was like $40 a person. It wasn't really that bad, and I had fun. It was cool. We got to see a lot of like marine life, wildlife, crustaceans, and a bunch of other stuff that were in that super turquoise clear ass water. It was super cool. Again, this is not even half of Porto Galinhas or Porto de Galinhas, and I definitely want to go back. So yeah, maybe I'll make another vlog of our second trip there. I think we're trying to plan another trip this year. So like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching.